Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
And you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. 11. Mark 54. Mark 54. Do the right. Hey, wahoo.
Out of the gun, Luck. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it's helped his legs along the way as well.
On first down, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
3.5 to go, first quarter. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Holt. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. They complete it to Hill. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Another try for Barkley. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4 down turn?
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Andrew Luck taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Visitors 7, Saints nothing.
So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Zadarius Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. They go play fake. Mahomes hit He lost the football, and this is picked up by the defense. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. So they try for 2 good, and it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead.
Saints, nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 39 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, they're stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down carry for Barkley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Saquon Barkley running right, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a give, right side. Barkley. And he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, as time expires in the first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in, and they're on the final play of the first half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Don't get nervous.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's just me and you.
Mahomes now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 11. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their second pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also two-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35.
Let's go.
On third down, Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 50. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. Results in a first down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Line 40! 52. It's a party now. It's a party now.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run with Barkley, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Saquon Barkley denied on fourth down, and the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Forty-five, Mike, 45. Check pass.
Now Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Lawrence Taylor able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
80 weapon.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
We got to step it up.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I'm going back to you.
They'll run it again with Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Flush to his right. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
On fourth down, Locke. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 32 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Visitors 28, Saints 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Okay, Coach, we jump into this challenge for the good stuff in the fourth quarter, and we're already at the 2-minute warning. You're up by 2 scores. Your opponent has the ball on their side of the field as we get set here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Fitzpatrick looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Miami 1st down. That one going for a gain of 11. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Fitzpatrick. He's got it. The tight end Allen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Fitzpatrick, the old war horse, getting everybody up to the line quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick, 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Hustle up, hustle up.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
A gain on the play.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Fitzpatrick. And his throw is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, but it's going to be 2nd down. CD with that incompletion. Let's look at some of the big games Week 13. So these are ones that our crew, let me think of the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco.